Okay, so here we go. Game 1 has started. On Arizona. Let me quickly check the map. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 mine, 2 mine, 1 mine, 2 mine. This mine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hunt, 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 hunt. Yeah, map's symmetrical almost. This mine is actually over here for Pérez, but other than that, it's pretty much symmetrical. So we're ready to go. Let's go that way. And I think it was a wood start, so Knusch is going for that TP, and Pérez is hunting for that Explorer immediately, which is a really smart call. Treasure Guardian still aggroed on him. But interesting that he went for this TP, because usually you want to go for this one or that one, but I guess Pérez sort of mind gamed and thought he would go for this one. Sorry, 1 second, I think my game sound is a bit loud. And that Explorer will go down. He will get the TP, but barely. So now Pérez has like free reign to get any treasure he wants. At least Germans did in fact get that TP down. So now he's going to just go for the 65 wood treasure. He might actually chop 35 more wood and go for a TP. I think I probably would do that. Because you know you're going to get other treasures on this map as well, like there's a 60 food that will compensate for the 35 wood you chopped, so I would actually chop for that TP and gather the wood crate in this situation here. This treasure is also pretty good for Spain, because obviously you're going to have your hero in the fight just spamming war dogs. So you want him, you usually kind of want to use him like a daimyo in some sort of way. Just so you can just keep spamming war dogs and stuff at the back of your army and they just auto queue to the fight. I've actually been doing that a lot recently and I think it's been really good. Like I've gone to like the post game stats and my most lost unit was war dogs, so that means the rest of my army is just staying up a lot longer and you're trading 75 food war dogs for like premium units like skirms and goons, which is always really good. So he has a lot of HP now, 120 more HP. What other good treasures on this map? There's 60 wood. This could be really good as well to take, train 1 more war dog and get that crack shot 2 of them and then just come back and finish that off. Yeah, Knusch is just kind of sitting here, just watching his TC basically. His hero is back up now. He might be able to get this 70 food. That might be a really good pickup for him actually. Units in queue, shipments sent. I forgot to turn those on. I do apologise for that. But he's at 670 food and he's idled his TC. So he's got idled his TC for about 3 minutes. 3 seconds. Pérez clicking up with a 15 vil. No, a 16 village actually. Wait, yeah, 16. Yeah, 16 village up, and he is going advanced trading post. And Knusch is getting this food treasure a little bit late, but it's still quite nice. So he's gonna go to this TP with his Explorer after. He should actually start this one, because I think if Knusch goes, he goes market anyway. But he could have actually just chopped for a second TP and tried to steal it, but he can't actually know if Pérez has gone ATP or not at this point because his hero's been dead this entire time. But he is getting hunting dogs. No, he's getting placer mines first. He's just getting the coin for hunting dogs. Vil is dropping that TP and he's still chopping wood actually. So it might be Pérez might actually be getting stagecoach upon hitting up. So he's going to gather another 200 wood, stagecoach immediately. I think he is aging. Oh no, he's aging with the tower. I thought he'd be aging with the food, but he is aging with the tower, and he could actually start off with 700 wood here, and maybe drop at the racks in a stable. He's still chopping, so it looks like he's playing colonial a bit. Tower's going down here. What is this 200 wood going to be spent on? Let me quickly check the chat to see if everything's okay. Sorry chaps, just one moment. Need to get confirmation. Okay, all good, thank you. Page up. See what Knusch is going to do here. He might actually straight FF. He's getting steel traps immediately with the wood, age up wood. And it looks like he's going to drop a couple of houses and probably just try and straight FF. Pérez did actually go 700 wood first. And I think stagecoach is on the way. And I believe he'll drop a barracks around here and try and siege that TP down, but I could be mistaken. Yep, stagecoach is in. These two Yulons are going to try and pick off this hero and this war dog, but is it really going to be a good trade with the tower and stuff? Picking up the hero, he's also got more HP, so it's going to take even more tower fire. Yeah, he's just... Ooh, and war dogs are popping. That was a good spot by Knusch, actually. I didn't realise he was doing that, but yeah, if you see like a hero just standing, a Spanish hero just standing still, and you move out of range of his shooting, and he's not following you automatically, then you know he's training war dogs. So that was a good call by Knusch to get out of there. 8 pikemen being shipped just to burn down this last TP. I think this hero should go back and rebuild that one once it's been destroyed. Knusch is aging up. He did get an early TP, so he can 3-set the wagon, 700 coin, age up. And his plan is just going to age really quickly, and then probably ship 3 war wagons first and train as many as he can, and then push back out and siege these TPs. That's what I expect from him, at least. 5 war dogs is really good for anti-2 Yulons, well, 4 Yulons raids, but he's probably going to try and link up all these 4 Yulons and try and fight this, maybe? No? 4 Yulons destroy 5 war dogs, so I would have taken that fight. But then again, 2 of these are low HP, so probably not worth it. 700 coin. Oh, that's so unfortunate. 700 coin being shipped to the tower. That's going to delay his age up for about 30 seconds to a minute. That's quite huge, actually. 4 pikemen going back to defend the raids, 4 protecting the hero in case he gets sniped from 2 Yulons, which is really smart, because it is like a counterplay. Knusch is going for this treasure, actually. So I think Knusch might be trying to go... He's rallied them here, so it might be trying to snipe off the hero before he gets his last TP, because he knows that he knows he's only got 3 TPs up, judging by the icons. So it looks like he's going to try and snipe the hero, but Pérez has been really smart and counterplayed that in anticipation of that, which is really nice for him. Good reaction time. So now he's just going to go get this XP treasure, which is going to be absolutely nuts for Germans. That's a free shipment. His population jumped how much? Seems quite low. 15 pop. So he's got 35 pop plus 49. 14 population. 8 skirms. Maybe he's just got a whole bunch of 5 war. Okay, so that was 15 pop. Maybe he's going 1k wood first then. Perhaps he thinks he can because he's getting this XP treasure, which would be a wise call actually. He could probably 1k wood first, because he just got another shipment just from getting that treasure. So, and these 5 war wagons are going to probably start sieging immediately. Trouble is, they don't actually have any range resist, so advanced TPs probably actually do really well versus them. And this is quite a good mass that Pérez has pulled together of just random hand infantry shit. But obviously none of that does any good versus war wagons here. So 8 skirms was shipped. He's overpopped, so it looks like he shipped another shipment. So that's probably going to be war wagons or 7 skirms. He's going to start immediately sieging TPs. Pérez is going to try and do some sort of flank with war dogs and pikemen, but it's not going to work out, and he knows this. So he's just going to back off. Hero is being focused by the TP. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. I don't think it should be. Probably should snipe some war wagons, but 4 Huss Asia up. Looks like he's going to go for this unfortunate set the wagon, just going to this mine as these 4 Huss are coming. Is he going to spot it? Is he going to see it? He is going to see it. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate timing. He's pulling back all these units. What is he doing? He should just send the Ulans back and keep sieging with the war wagons and stuff. But yeah, that was just really unfortunate timing by Knusch to send the set the wagon out. That's huge actually. Now the eco are quite similar. He should buy 200 wood and build this TP. He is teching vet Ulans though, so maybe he's just low on wood in general. He is almost housed as well, so maybe he just can't afford this TP right now. He's getting his 80 wood, so that's going to be nice for him. Raid coming in. Well, it's more like a push actually with the 8 skirms and stuff. 5 lancers being shipped, 5 skirms being added. Some lancers being trained as well. I think Knusch has not got enough war wagons here to actually push properly. Oh no, he shipped 3 as well. Okay. So now he's just going to keep poking. I wouldn't actually be pressuring the base this hard. I'd just be going for more TPs. And just deny Spain's eco advantage with the TPs. He stopped taking this treasure for some reason. I suspect he's shipping 9 Ulans now, judging by him teching them, but I think that's a wrong call. I think he should be shipping like skirmishers. Vet rods on the way. Units in queue. War wagons in queue and lancers and skirms for Spain. This is quite enough. He's getting as good. This is what Spain wants basically. He wants this nice rod lancer skirmisher composition. Problem is he's grouping all his rods with his pikemen and war dogs, and that's just going to slow down the rods, which is not exactly what you want when you want to flank a German army such as this. So I'd probably just like group the war dogs with the skirms, and then probably use the pikes to like as a separate control group, or just ready to defend raids or anything like that, or siege his TPs, because I think Knusch is going to rebuild some now. More war wagons being trained, 9 Ulans being shipped. That's a lot of Rodelleros, a lot of lancers. These skirms are getting caught. Is he going to lose many? But yeah, pull trick. That's a nice pull trick. How's this fight going to go? 9 Ulans being shipped might have been a big mistake. Oh, that was a good... I don't know if that was a split, but that was a good attack move, or split, or whatever it was. Picked off 2 high HP cav in one volley. Knusch keeps trying to force it. Lots of hand infantry going down. 1 skirm goes down for Knusch. He should probably block the lancers now with the Ulans. There's not actually too much hand infantry. Imagine if he has cav combat on the way. Minutemen could be called as well. Honestly, he could probably just fight this. Like, the Ulans are walking around too much. There's actually not that much hand infantry in there. Minutemen does come out. He just doesn't have enough skirms really. But I think he's going to clean up, maybe. He's moving around too much. I feel like if the Ulans were attacking more, he would have won that fight. Still quite close now actually, to be fair. There's only skirmishers left. But yeah, 8 rods on the way now. German hasn't actually got a shipment. But yeah, that was actually a really good trade for Pérez. He traded off all his hand infantry and stuff for like really expensive war wagons and Ulans. But I think Knusch just mismicroed and had too many Ulans in that engagement. 7 skirms being shipped now. Just war wagons are so awkward to micro versus rods. But he just didn't have enough skirms to like pick off. If he had like 7 skirms instead of 9 Ulons and trained a few more Ulons instead of war wagons, I think he would have been fine. Like, shipping 9 Ulons versus Spain is always quite risky because they always have so much melee shit. But yeah, 2 Vils going down here as well. Let's go to units lost. 3 Vils in a set are wagging down as well. You can see it in the eco graph. 5 skirms going to get picked off. These Vils are going to get found. BMTC, what the fuck? What is this TC, man? So he's just going to try and kite as much as he can with these war wagons. But yeah, he knows it's over, so that's GG. He just spammed unit shipments basically. I reckon he could have got snuck in rod combat or something like that. But yeah, Pérez is, I think he's outgathered by a lot. Yeah, 3k. But yeah, I don't understand this push in this base didn't really make much sense, especially as like a bunch of melee shit can always pop on top of you, and obviously war wagons kiting isn't the best. I reckon he should have just rebuilt these TPs, then Spain would have to come to him, which is what Germany wants. Because obviously quicker reinforcement time, you can see the melee infantry and melee cavalry just come to you much easier. It's harder to flank out here than it is in the base. And then Knusch would just take the economic advantage that way, just by rebuilding TPs. Yeah, that settler wagon was actually quite big. It's like even up to that point, you can see the little bumps of the stagecoach as well. Military unit population, he did have so much more. Ulon's obviously a little bit overinflated. A little bit inflated military unit population. And rods are 1 pop and skirms and stuff, but still, I still think Knusch should have. Jesus, look at that, fuck. He went from 93 to 0, and Pérez went 75 to 33. Oh, what was that? What was that alert? Move donation box so chat can like breathe. Thank you for the $50, by the way. Donation box. I'll make it a lot smaller. I think I changed it anyway. Donation bar is over. Okay. Have to be a bit lower, wouldn't it? Have to be about here. Oh, I'll check again in game. I think that should be better. I do apologise for that. Pérez goes first picks obviously, and he goes Russia on Florida. That's an interesting pick. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on that donation bar in game. I think that's low enough. Let me rewatch the stream a bit. Oh yeah, shit, that looks crap actually. Oops. Okay. That should be fine. My apologies. Right, so Pérez first pick Russia. I wouldn't say it's the best civ on this map, but this might be just a comfort pick. He's pretty good with Russians. It's probably his best civilization. But yeah, Knusch is just going to counterpick with French, and French is just probably one of the best civs on this map. With the free market, sheep, you could probably pretty much TP on every single start for French. And obviously French with early TP is quite hard. Okay, that's better. Thank you for that donation. $50 is very generous. We do appreciate any. We do appreciate any contributions for these tournaments. Yeah, have to rehost when he hasn't got a market. Sorry, that was another alert. I just missed that. Damn it. I don't know what that was, but if it was a donation, I do appreciate that. Okay, market this time, both players. Let me check the map real quick. 2 back mines, 2 back mines, 1 mine to the side, 2 mines in the middle. 1, 2, 3 hunts, 1, 2, 3, then these 2 in front, yeah. That is fair. Wow, this is a good start. This is an interesting scouting pattern actually. You wouldn't really want to go to like the front of your base. You kind of want to go to the back of your base. I mean, you kind of want to go to the front and pick up the sheep by the TPs, and there's usually like an 80 food or something in the middle, 75 wood. But he went. There's sometimes like a good treasure at the back of the base. Knusch got his back TP, which is obviously really good because Russia's going to be quite aggressive usually. So that 100 wood, sorry, I should be sent, doing research. I think he has got hunting dogs, 1 minute and 7. That's really OP, but with Russia actually. He's also going to get 90 coin, which he could actually use to buy wood, get this wood, and then use the wood trickle to actually build the TP. But I'm not sure he will do that. So it looks like Knusch is going hunting dogs and a trading post, which I like on this map. He's got plenty of sheep to eat as well, to speed up that age up time. He's also going to get 3 vills. He's also got them in much faster than usual, so he's going to gather it that way. Also got the house town, hunting dogs, and he's got no idle time, so he's just got a really solid start here, and one of the reasons why France is such a good civ on this map. Did Knusch miss this? He scouted it with his native scout. I thought he'd be like trying to get over there. He could easily have stolen that. Even Paul tricked his hero with his scout and get over there, but it seems like he hasn't paid attention. He wants this dog treasure instead. Pérez has already sent the shipment, so it's not going to make his wood trickle come in faster, but obviously his follow-up to like 5 Cossacks first is going to be much quicker, so his build order is going to be sped up a bit. Knusch does have all units. He has got 4 sheep. Pérez has 0. It looks like he ate some. He's eating 1 right now, so he can get an age up time without idle time. He's eating another one. And actually, he's still got 11 vills. That's that 2.5 was the wood trickles, 16 Vils popped out, and he's got about 2 seconds of idle time, which is just absolutely nothing, which is really good with Russia. Knusch is actually going to go kill his hero though. I think he's going to kill the hero before he can take the treasure. War Dog actually gives so much DPS, that's 30, it's like a hussar really. But yeah, Knusch going to get that Tomahawk. He probably might actually go deny the blockhouse now with those H1 units. Scout doesn't have negative multiplier. Tomahawk does by half. But I think he can just go siege it now. But he's going to go for the 75 wood anyway. Text completed. I assume Place of Mines is on the way. Or he will get Place of Mines. Maybe. Should be getting it. Yeah, there we go. Vils off wood now, I think. Unless he's chopping for an extra 100 wood. Which would actually make sense in this matchup, to be fair. Because then you can ship 4 Vils first and drop 2 military buildings. He does found the blockhouse. He's not going to get as much siege as he would like to get on it. So now he should just pull back. This War Dog's going to go down fast. He should have blockhoused the War Dog as well, actually. He's still in range. So what this means with this hero, it means he can't actually get a TP with the 400 wood. Which is actually, I think, is quite vital in this matchup. Knusch did get that extra 100 wood, by the way. But yeah, he can't get that TP with the 400 wood, which I think is like a huge deal. Because it means his build's going to be slower. However, he did get that 100 XP. To consolate that in consolation. So he gets a second native scout. That one's already invisible. That one is in now as well, so he can see any units approaching his TC. And he knows he's killed this explorer as well. So Control Shift F. There we go. I should have that on the entire time basically. Stable start for Knusch. Looks like he's shipping 4 Vils, judging by the population. Russia goes coin first. Not sure I like that. And he looks like he is gonna get his explorers with 1 musketeer. But when an opponent like revives the explorer, you can actually see like a little white box appear when the hero actually gets up. So Knusch, if he's like got an eye on the minimap, he might actually be able to see him revive that hero. So he could actually go kill it off with those hussars. He's actually got his waypoint over here, so he might actually be anticipating that hero revive. Or it might just be like his raid path, but he may have seen him revive that hero. So we'll have to see. It looks like he's gonna go pick those off. Yeah, so that's a free musketeer and a hero, which is just really smart play by Knusch actually. 5 Cossacks coming out now, and he is going to go for a raid. And Pérez is not pressuring France at all, so he's just trying to catch raids. Here comes Knusch's H1 army. Cossacks are going to fight. He's going to turn and fight because he knows the musketeers are here. He should snare the musketeers so they're delayed in the fight. And he should pull back now. Yeah, good timing. He does have a native scout here, which is a bit odd, but I guess it's not anticipating any Cossack flanks or anything like that. Good cab movement by Knusch. He's not getting caught. Hero's not going to die either. 700 coin coming down, so he's actually just going to safely age. It looks like though Pérez is going to push the base right now. So Knusch has got to be careful. He needs to get Vil HP. He is dropping walls, but it's going to be too late. And this raid is actually going to do quite a bit of damage idle time wise. And Knusch is going to click up any minute now, any second now. He needs to pay attention to his base, so there's a lot of stuff in it. He's going to click up right now. Got the resources. That is a lot of musketeers there. He might actually ship 8 bows in transition. In fact, that's a high possibility he will. That is a lot of musketeers. And this is going to be a really good trade for Knusch if he managed to pull back in time, but he's just going to... 4 Cossacks coming out now. Still going to be a good trade for Knusch, I think. It's 2 low HP Hussars, but he killed off like 5 Cossacks, 6 Cossacks for 4 or 5 Hussars, which is actually pretty good. But he's got to somehow deal with this musketeer mass. Units in queue. Skirmishers and dragoons. Ville's being pulled back. If Pérez didn't see that. Did he see that? No. So this was quite good for Knusch, sneaking a few Villes away. I suspect 5 goons will be shipped, or 8 skirms. Nothing else makes sense really. Nothing else makes real sense really. So I reckon he's going to time these skirmishers with this Ville pool and with the Minutemen as well. 4 skirms are probably on the good side. 4 skirms do one-shot a musketeer. 5 goons do come out, but 1 gets sniped immediately. This gate is going to be quite nice for Knusch. These goons are just going to... 13 Strelets on the way as well. So this is quite an all-in... This is a nice timing for Pérez actually. Quite a lot of stuff at this time. It is a fairly all-in sort of build as well. These skirms are doing so much work just back here actually. And I reckon Knusch is shipping 3 cures now. These goons just need to get out of there. Should have stayed on the side of the Strelets, I think it just kept fighting back. But yeah, losing those 4 skirms was huge. He's probably going to have to ship 8 skirms now then. But Knuschelbär is in trouble here. He hasn't called Minutemen yet, has he? Three cures, that's a nice cure pop. I hope Minutemen is coming out, CDBs as well. Dragoons just picking off like musketeers on the edge. They can't actually get sniped properly, but these musketeers are going to do a lot of damage. I wonder if he's going to clean up here. These 3 cures is actually a really good shipment in a situation like this. But yeah, this is going really well for Knusch actually, this trade. 2 cuirassiers have gone down, but the amount of musketeers and Strelets that went down. Thing is, oh, he has mixed in the stable actually. He's got 5 musks and 5 Cossacks in queue. Another CDB goes down. He's lost. 3 CDBs have been killed this game. The Shepherd migration. 4 CDBs. But yeah, honestly, I don't think 5 Cav Semi is actually that good versus Russia. I think if he mixed in like 10 Musketeers and 8 bows and then aged, he would have been in a really solid position. Let's go. Knusch gonna go react to that. Doesn't look like it. Eight skirms do come out, but it's too late. I think these sort of trades are just insane for Russia. He knows he's not going to be training many cures as well, just because of his eco. So he's going quite heavy on Strelets and Cossacks now. Boyers is in as well, so these Cossacks are boyered. Ville's coming out, but it's just these skirms are just getting cleaned up. Only 1 Dragoon left. So it looks like Knusch is going to go down. Let's change the score as well. Looks like Knusch is going to be down 2-0 in this series, which is not what anyone expected at all, I think. 4 cures. That's almost enough to clean up, but the Cossacks are buoyed, so this is nice positioning though. 5 Cossacks aren't fighting. But there's just too many reinforcements just coming in. Yeah, GG. So that is 2-0 Pérez. Maybe the Russia pick was a good idea. Maybe he just thought out of this build. Maybe, yeah, he just flatlined for the entire game. Maybe he practiced this before versus other players. But yeah, that was a strong timing. 30 units at 7 minutes. All of them ruskets as well, not like strelets and stuff. I think he got an early steel traps as well. But yeah, if you look at the ecos, like, there's like 4k difference, considering like France has like a really good early eco as well. So he's like really far ahead, and then he just flatlines for the rest of the game basically. He's just not gathering resources. He's just in his TC the entire time. And he called Minutemen really late, I think. Just really mistimed. Also, the wall was a good idea, but it's just was too late, I think. He was already in this base idling and stuff. Hold on 1 second, chaps. Oh, that's my alarm. I do hope the stream and stuff is alright. I don't usually stream first person. Cast first person. Knuschelbär's quite pissed off, it seems like, which is always quite amusing. But it is I don't know, Pérez has been playing quite well this series, and I think he has been playing fairly well recently as well, like ladder games. You can see him constantly bashing Opti and stuff. Let me look at his ladder games. He's been losing to Turk a lot, but then he's just been like... took a few off Turk. Soldier. So yeah, he's probably like... Everyone knew him as like a colonel that plays like one civ. Not a colonel, a lieutenant colonel that plays 1 or 2 civs, like Russian Aztecs. But now he's just been expanding his civ pool, practicing a lot, and it's paid off. So fairs to him. And he does pick France, which is a good pick on Arkansas. And Knusch counter picking with Germans. Pretty good counter pick. And the score is 2-0 Pérez. The score is indeed correct. So this is match point for Pérez? Or is it best of 7? I think it's best of 7 actually. So I think he's got to win 2 more to actually take the series. It is a coin start. Not sure who this is better for. Both civs, both like early TP. So I guess it doesn't matter. Knusch getting 40 coins, so that's going to help him with his market start much more. Pérez getting a Cherokee Rifleman, which is going to be good as well. Both with 0 vils on food. Knusch now transitioning. And he's going to come across this 75 wood, which is going to be really nice for him. And he's going to start it. I wonder if he's going to bank on this treasure and pull off the settler wagon now, or if he's actually going to still gather it just in case. And I like the decision of just gathering it just in case, just because France has 2 scouts. You can easily scout this treasure. Now it's got 3 scouts. But I don't like grouping him with the hero because he has actually less speed than the hero, so he covers less ground on scouting. He does come across the bear. The bear's actually really good. He's getting 75 wood. So he is coming across the bear. Gonna help him get all these nice treasures. He might actually go, there's usually a CDB, there it is. Might actually use the bear and all this native stuff to get the CDB. And Knusch actually probably can contest it. Because if he's like fighting this and there's down to like 1 or 2 bears, he could probably just turn around with all this stuff and attack Knusch. Because there's so much each one stuff. Big Pokemon army. And he doesn't want to lose this hero so he can TP later. He's going to find 75 food. That's going to speed up his age up time. Going market with Germans is actually quite... You got macro quite well to get as little idle time as possible. Pérez did get 70 food. I would have just started this treasure and got it quickly, but... What's he doing? He's going to try and take it quickly. I don't think Pérez has scouted it yet, but he will now. And Knusch's got to get this really quickly and get out of there so it doesn't get snared. Pérez's hero is quite low. But that was good movement by Knusch actually. So Pérez was going to go south around the treasure and trying to snare him. But Knusch obviously went the other way around. Just to avoid the snare because he needs that TP later to compete with France with the TP, I think. He is aging now. That is a very quick age up time actually, so the food treasures and the wood treasures were quite nice, and the coin treasure, the 40 coin. Pérez aging at a good time as well, both of them I think basically no idle time. Starting to herd now. Pérez, very low HP hero. They're both going in the wrong direction though. Why are they going top of the map when they need to build that TP? Pérez has got his native units in position to deny that trading post. Perhaps Knusch knows this, and he's also got a native scout at this one just in case he tries to sneak that trading post. I think that's in line of sight. Yeah. So he sees it now, so he knows he can't TP at that one, or maybe he's just going to do it anyway and just finish it off with a bill. That's probably what I would do actually. He's just got so many native stuff. And so Pérez he's probably got this idea from Turk. So what this does, so it has 2 techs in here. So it has the 4 it delivers 4 settlers for 200 wood, 200 coin. And it has this one which he's getting now, which actually sets your market upgrades. They don't cost wood anymore, so he's actually getting that first before getting placer mines, and I think that tech costs 100 food, 100 coin. So now it doesn't cost any wood to research placer mines, steel traps, amalgamation. So that is actually really good for him. And this TP gives a little bit of an XP trickle as well. So that's like half a TP worth of XP basically. And of course trickle is more valuable than just a pass as well. It's more consistent. So maybe this build is actually really good. I don't know how he's going to fit in these 4 settlers though. And that tech actually takes a long time to research. So if you're going to do it, you probably have to do it somewhat early. And he is starting a barrack, so he's going to go defensive musketeers, ship the 4 bills. Probably ship 4 CDBs as well. Text research. I'm just going to keep an eye on this for now. Sorry, I'm not talking about what they're doing. So Germans is starting barracks. He's got pikemen in queue. Pérez has muskets in a queue. Native Scout does see the 2 Ulans. These guys are being pulled back immediately. Pérez didn't actually add a normal TP in the end, so he's just going to rely on this for XP for the meantime. And these 2 Yulons are going to pick off all this stuff if he doesn't get these 5 muskets out in time, but he should actually. Cherokee going to die. Bear going to die. Hero's going to survive. Nice pullback time. Hero going to go down. 5 pikemen coming out. Maybe he can siege down this TP before the he gets the 4 vills. So it looks like he's going to go do that. So he's sending this batch to this TP, I think, and then this batch to that TP. Yeah, so that's really smart play actually. So Knuschelbär's going to go burn down this TP. He's going to send 5 crossbows in case these 5 musks try and snipe these pikemen. So he's going to kill the XP income, and he's probably going to kill the TP before the research is coming in now. But as I said, it takes a long time to research. And it's going to be very close whether he's going to get this tech in or not. I don't think he will. I think this TP is going down fast. It's like 50% down. Oh, sorry, raiding the base. So lost 1 Yulon to some idle time. 2 Yulons, probably not worth it. So tech's being researched. 53, yeah, he's not going to get it. So yeah, he was relying on that 700 wood to actually get the tech, but he's not going to get it, so it's just been cancelled now. So in the end, was that TP worth it? Yeah, he has rebuilt this TP though to get that shipment curve going. Knuschelbär looks like he's just gathering from the age up. Seems a bit awkward to ship 700 coin now. Just missed that. So random pesky pikeman. Knuschelbär going for the classic Carve Pike combination. I don't know if he can pull it off as well as A's, but we'll have to see. He's doing well with it so far. He's killed that TP before the 4 wheels come out. I don't think it's even worth trying to raid a French with his base so packed tight like this and musketeers in the base. He did get his hero out, but he lost like a Yulon and a half to do that. I wonder what these units are doing. So Knuschelbär's shipping something right now. Oh no, he cancelled it. Okay. So he thought, I guess he was trying to ship like 8 bows in case Pérez was going to push out. And he cancelled it, realising he wasn't doing it. But in a way, this is pretty good. He only chained 10 bows, 5 pikes. He does have a shipment ready, but he is aging a bit slower. But these 10 crossbows are actually going to do a little bit of damage, forcing him off the hunt, picking off a musketeer, forcing idle time. And he is going to go pike a TP, but he's probably not going to get it down in time. That Vil is going to go down. Nope. You can see the crossbow buff coming in now. They're one-shotting all these musks. Sometimes one would miss and the musk would have like 1 hit from dying. But yeah, 8 bows is enough to one-shot musks. I think this TP will go down just because the buying time. Maybe not actually. Yeah, they won't. Hero snare is good, but musketeers are being picked off by these cheap crossbows. Pikemen are going cover mode. I wonder if he is going to get it. These Yulons have seen this, so they're going to go raid that. This TP might actually go down, actually, to be fair. It's cover mode in the right ones. Nah, it won't go down. It's going to be close, but it won't go down. This pesky Yulon is doing a lot of work. Is he going to micro it? He has to micro it to kill this Vil, otherwise he's just going to die. Yeah, how many hits away? 2 hits away. So Knuschelbär goes 1k wood after 700 wood. So he's actually really susceptible to like a timing now. And 8 skirms is costing him out 5 more. 1 dragoon? No, 3 dragoons there as well. So 4 dragoons in total. 4 war wagons coming out. Knuschelbär being quite aggressive here. I'm not sure why, considering he went 1k wood and Pérez He can't know Pérez has gone 8 skirms, but he should know that he has less military than Pérez at the moment. Big Yulon raid coming in here as well. He just pull back in time, which is good. 5 Dragoons is a good timing for 5 goons, because these 5 goons can go back and respond to this. 8 skirms being shipped as well. He does lose 1 skirm. This house is going to go down, but it's not a big deal. So these 2 CDBs going down, that's quite big. You can see it in the eco pop now. Like, France should be ahead in eco. Let's set the wagon though. Okay. Like, France trains Vils at a faster rate compared to Germans. It's just the 3 set the wagon and 2 set the wagon that keeps Germany in the game, in the eco game early on. But France actually trains Vils faster. So you can actually see these raids just paying off already. These goons are going to sort of head these off. No? Okay. But this is quite a big skirmish dragoon mass from Pérez here. But the thing is, if he ships 9 Yulons and techs them, he is teching them right now, so it seems like he's going to go for vet Yulons. These Vils, he's got 800 coin in this mine, but these Vils are going, these are nice line of sight houses actually. Knusch has got quite good line of sight. It's what you get from playing team games. Know where to place houses and stuff. But yeah, all units. Who has the most skirms? Pérez does, but I think they're crossing the map still. Oh no, there they are. So, War Wagon's getting 3 shots on the Dragoons. This is a big Yulon mass. Muskets going immediately actually get me buying a lot of time here. But these Yulons just melt, to be honest. I don't think it was enough cavalry. There's 3 idle Yulons here as well. But the skirmisher count is quite large. And 3 cures are just, this is just not the right shipment. You only do that if you add like 5 more, like 3 cures is going to do nothing to this army. Like this is just the wrong composition for Pérez. And honestly, like, 8 Yulons can come out now. I think he's got war wagons in queue. No, he's got more Yulons in queue. These war wagons are getting picked off though, but there's still enough to pick off these cures. And this army should beat these cures, yeah. And Pérez knows it. But yeah, that was well identified by Knusch what Pérez was doing, denied the 4 Vil and the XP trickle. Pérez had to actually sunk in 400 wood to get ahead in the shipment curve again. And yeah, I understand the thought process behind it, just get really good eco, Musk semi behind it. But if he denies the 4 Vils, then the Musk semi just didn't do anything really, you're better off just cav semiing. And of course, Knusch only made 5 pikes and 10 bows. So if it was a cav start, he would have just made 10 pikes and aged, and then as it was an infantry start, he just mixed a few bows just to protect the pikes from sieging this and to poke a bit. So yeah, I think this was a good read from Knusch, checking the nat TPs which one it was, and then having a good counter composition and cav switch when Pérez didn't have any block or enough dragoons. The classic overmaking skirms versus Germany. Okay, so map pool. So he goes Russia and Colorado. These guys seem to like first picking Russia. Perhaps they think it's not... To be fair, in a tournament setting, it's actually quite hard to counter Russia. Because normally you'd be like, oh, I can pick France or German or whatever. Pérez responding with Aztecs. But yeah, usually you can just go like France, German, whatever, and then just counter picking like that. But in the tournament, obviously there's a little bit more pressure on you. Easier to make mistakes sometimes, depending on like how good you are mentally and stuff. So Russia's actually a really good first pick here, tournament pick. And Aztecs is a good response to Russia, I think. I think this is going to be like a similar game to Eric versus Raphael. Although I'm not sure Pérez will go that greedy, but we'll have to see. I need to update the score, so it's 2-1 to Pérez at the moment. It is a wood start. And there's 2 coin treasures, so I'd probably market start on this one. He's got enough coin for a market. I wonder if he is going for a TP. It looks like he is, judging by his warrior priest scouting pattern and his hero. Yeah, he is going for the TP. The question is if he will go for the TP and fire pit or just TP in the house. And he is going TP in the house, okay. Russia going for TP as well. What treasure did he get? 40 wood. Okay, this makes some sort of sense. He's going for the TP before the house though, which I'm not sure I'd like, because I think even with I think even with 40 wood you get housed. So these vills are gonna pop. He needs the house immediately. 2 vills on the house. These vills are gonna pop any second now. Even pull 1 vill off the house. Okay, so he got it just in time. That's nice for him. So he's got early TP. He's almost got a shipment. They both went early TP actually. I don't think Pérez should have gotten that one though. Considering he's the aggressor in this matchup, he should have gotten this TP. I think this one gets the first pass. Much quicker than this one, I believe. Likewise with this TP. But obviously Knusch is most likely going to be the defender in the matchup, so this TP is much safer than that one. Knusch coming across 120 XP, which is really good. He's going to have so much XP. And Pérez going for 95 wood. And the good thing about just going TP instead of fire pit is that you can use the warrior priest in the fights. Where's he going? Oh, he's going to build a fire pit now. He's chopped 5 wood. And you're going to use this 95 wood to get a fire pit down. So he's going to send back his warrior priest. I thought he was actually going to heal his hero, because his hero is really low now. So if Knusch comes across that hero could potentially die. But he's actually going to use it to dance on the fire pit instead, which is good as well. This is a pretty good start for Pérez. TP and fire pit and not chopping 100 wood. So he's going to age really fast, I think. 16 population. That's standard for Aztecs, but obviously with a TP and a fire pit is really good. Knusch coming across 90 coin. He's going to get it quite easily. I think Knusch might be going 17 vills. So Pérez got 90 food as well as that 95 wood. And he's clicked up now without idle time. He's still got a villain queue, but he'll age up soon. Knusch almost got 2 shipments. And he is aging 14 vills, but it is a little bit late. This is quite a late age up from him. So he's aging up at 3 minutes 12. Clicked up at 3 minutes 12. That was nice micro by Pérez actually. Pull back the hero, so it now attacks the tanky bear. And Knusch is actually going to find this treasure. Is he going to... Oh, and Knusch does get it. Imagine that. Just randomly get more HP and you don't know why. Just because a vill on the other side of the map got you more HP. But now Pérez is just going to lane this vill, or whatever he's doing. defensive blockhouse, aggressive war hut, shipment sent. The standard shipments. Knusch is up a little bit late, so he needs to be quite careful. And a lot of siege is going to go down this blockhouse as well. He has got 2 shipments stacked though, which is going to be really nice in defending and then pushing out. Because obviously it's up to Russia to timing push out with like a lot of Cossacks, Boyars, and obviously some infantry alongside that. So Treasure Guardian's being picked off by the hero. Blockhouse on the War Chief. War Chief is quite low HP. So next time when he pushes in and tries to get like the XP bonus from his units, he could just TC fire the hero. And then his shipment curve will be much worse, but obviously it's still pretty OP with these 2 XP providing facilities. So 700 wood comes in, units in queue. I suspect it's Coyotes, and then Musketeers from Knuschelbär. Judging by his population, he went 700 wood first. This 50 food is going to be really nice to queue Musks and Vils, which he has got both in queue. He should be getting hunting dogs though. Text being researched. Text completed. Pérez got hunting dogs. 4 coyotes coming in. That Vil might get picked off. He's going for the one under the TC though. Problem is with coyotes, they have such a small line of sight, he may have not even seen that Vil. What did Pérez just pick up there? It looks like he just picked up a treasure. He just tamed a wolf. Okay, buck. He's got buck. Big bad boy buck. So his coyote is still trying to kill a Vil, but even if he does kill a Vil, it's not worth it. So he's lost 2 coyotes for basically nothing. Honestly, it's not worth even trying to raid with these coyotes. Probably would be worth just seizing this TP and just trying to force Russia out of base and try and take a good engagement, but he is going quite greedy. So we saw Raphael go TP boom, but we're seeing Pérez go sort of Vil and Warrior Priest boom behind this. So he's doing some sort of contain build, which I'm not sure I like. Literally 5 Ruskets at 630. It's just no units at all. He has got hunting dogs now. I suspect steel traps is on the way. It is. Pérez now going for just basically getting XP from killing these guardians with his pets. So he's just getting a little bit of an Age 1 army and getting XP income as well, which is nice for him. He's making good use of his hero whilst he can't do anything else with him. 10 Ruskets going really far out of his base. I'm not sure why. This is so risky. He obviously has no idea what Pérez is doing apart from making like a few coyotes. So he is going to go for a raid now. But whether he gets caught by all these coyotes or not is another question. He's going right towards it. He did see it, okay. So he saw 9, that's not 9, that's like 11. 3, 5, yeah, that's 11 coyotes. So he saw 11 coyotes and just thought, okay, he's staying H2, he's not doing any Warrior Priest booming H3 shenanigans, so he knows he's staying H2. And Knusch is just going to timing push with probably 5 Cossacks next. And 5 Cossacks, then Boyars. This early TP is just really nice for him, he's just getting loads of units out. He got away with a really greedy build, which I think is good for Russia. Like late colonial Russia just wins this, but early colonial Aztecs can do a lot of damage. But the question is Knusch going to have the timing quick enough before he gets 10 Warrior Priests on the fire pit? Which he should do. If he goes Boyars next, mixes a batch of Strelets, or 2, and then goes, he's not going to have 10 Warrior Priests in time. Oh, he does have a Stealth Native. I totally forgot about him. I think he just picked it up now, actually, to be fair. So I think that's where that hero and these 10 Ruskets went to go get that Native Scout. So he has a really good read on, like, well, he should be moving it, but he has like a somewhat good read on Pérez's unit composition. Yeah, he is moving it now, so he sees 10 Pumas. He saw the 11 Coyotes earlier. I think he's going to go too early. He needs to wait a bit more. He needs a lot more Rusketeers. Oh, I missed this raid. He killed 1 Vil with 1 Cossack. That was a good raid. And he's also split off like half the Coyotes deal with that. He's sending the Strelets in first. Nope, changes his mind. But yeah, he needs Boyers. Oh, okay, he goes 13 Strelets now. But yeah, they both gone like greedy first 3 shipments and then just all military. But I feel like he should wait for Boyers and have a few more Cossacks mixed in. This is like the perfect amount of Strelets, but he's walking in and he needs to get the fuck out of there right now. There's like 30 Coyotes trying to get onto him. But this fight is just going to go well for Pérez, I think. There's 4 Warrior Priests on attack dance. Knusch is microing this quite well. The Strelets are getting onto the Pumas. Cossacks are being pulled back. Musketeers in a good position. There's not actually that many Macehold turns, but yeah, I don't know, I think without Boyers it's just not that good to fight like this, to be honest. This is like when Aztecs is much better than Russia. But yeah. So yeah, Russia's getting cleaned up here. Wasn't the worst trade, but honestly it's not a great trade. Because obviously Aztecs just got a shit ton of XP from killing all that stuff. And now he's just going to have like a really big momentum swing. Like 9 maces coming now probably. Yeah, there we go. I suspect more Pumas being trained, which they are. Cossacks being trained now. 4 Cossacks being shipped. But there's just too many Coyotes, I think. Well, actually, Minutemen. Pumas are a bit late. Musketeers being pulled back nicely. Not even worth fighting with those Musketeers. You just pull them back. But yeah, that was a good trade for Knusch. Pikes are a bit late. This one Cossack snaring is going to be really good. He's trying to pull the stuff together, but these Minutemen are just going to get really good trades on the Pumas, really. Good cover mode though. There's 2 Vils in this blockhouse. He hasn't noticed. Okay, he has now. I wonder how many... There was a Cossack back here. I totally forgot. So he got 2 Vils. Knusch lost 5. I didn't see that. I know he lost a couple, but I didn't think he lost 5. Units in queue. I wonder if there's Strelets in queue. No, it's just Cossacks. Batch of 10 Strelets would clean up here. Vils need Vil HP, I think. And Knusch is starting to expand up top. Another Vil goes down. So that's 6 Vils dead. But yeah, this is once again looking good for Pérez. A lot of Vils on the fire pit. He's Warrior Priest booming now. Behind this blockhouse does go down. Idle Vils. Yeah, this blockhouse is going to go down as well. Lots of Vils going down still. Another one. But yeah, this is just over. It's hard. It's going to be quite hard for Knusch to come back into this game. I feel like he's TCing the pikes and stuff, which is good, but it's just not going to be enough, I think. Nice pullback. He's trying to raid, but all his Vils are like over here and somewhat close to the town centre. Honestly, these 5 Cossacks would be better off back here, just cleaning this up with TC fire. Like, this entire army could be dead with these 5 Cossacks here. Like, I don't think this was a good time to raid. Like, if you focus the pikes with the Cossacks as well as the TC, I think that entire army shouldn't be there. And I wonder if Knusch has got... He's going for Strelets once that blockhouse is up, I think. Which is probably the right call. He needs like 1 batch of Strelets, at least. Oh, what was that? Lucas just subscribed to ESOC. Thank you, Lucas. Although I think that was probably a gift. Lucas is quite a greedy bitch. Yeah, thank you, Zeely, actually. But yeah, fuck Lucas. So right now, the eco population is just way in favour of Aztecs, as well as the military. It's just a matter of time, I think. These hunts are getting more and more exposed. Second blockhouse does come down. I thought he'd place it over here, but it needs more defense. 10 Strelets does come out. 600 coin, that's good. So it means he's just got the macro to train Strelets and then use the coin to fund some Cossacks and maybe a batch of Ruskets or two as well. But I don't like this composition from Pérez, really. Like, it's giving a chance for Knusch to actually come back into this game. Like, if he just had 20 or 30 coyotes, he's got some coyotes, not even train some warriors. I think they would defend the raid. But, these fields are going to go down. Anything popping, 10 Strelets, 3 Cossacks in queue. But yeah, it's just not enough. And he knows it. So that's 3-1 Pérez, and I believe it's best of 7, so it's match point for him now. But yeah, honestly, that just came down to actually taking a fight before Boyers, and Pérez had 4 warrior priests on the fire pit at that point. And to be honest, like, in this matchup, there's no need to take a fight with Russia before Boyers, unless Aztecs forces the issue, which they didn't really do so. Also, I feel like his second blockhouse was late. I feel like, and honestly, you could probably even age versus what Pérez did, to be honest. Like, have like 10 Ruskets, 5 Cossacks, and just age. Or maybe even like 5 Strelets, 5 Ruskets and 5 Cossacks. Sorry, 10 Strelets, 5 Ruskets and 5 Cossacks, and then just age. Because his like, he only got units out at like a good mass at like 7 minutes. And even then, he didn't actually push. The first fight was when actually Knusch pushed out, where they had even military pop. But obviously, there's like 20 Strelets in there, counting as 1 population. Obviously, Cossacks are like 1.5, but Strelets are like half a population. And Coyotes are probably worth more than 1 pop, to be honest. So yeah, and of course, like 4 warrior priests on the fire pit. It's like a 10% attack boost. Okay, so game number 6 is going to be on Hudson Bay, and Pérez does pick first once again, and I feel like he could Japan here. I feel like this is a good Japan map, just because the sheep, and you can ship 3 boats, have like eco gathering both on the sea and the land and on shrine, so it's hard to pressure all 3 of them. And of course the treasures are quite good, and Divine Strike ability is quite good in that situation. And he is going Japan. I think he hasn't locked yet. I'm actually gonna just confirm before Knusch gets confused. I think I'm actually going to get a drink, so I'll be right back, like 2. Alright, I'm back. I do apologise for that. My throat was getting really dry from all this talking to myself. So we have a Japan mirror. I know Pérez has been practicing Japan mirrors with Turk's also quite good in Japan mirrors as well. But I think Knusch is just like, okay, I think I'm the better player here mechanically, and I also play a lot of Japan, and it's a very good Japan map. So I think, okay, I can win just by outplaying him. But we'll have to see. So far, Pérez has been playing quite well this series, so it kind of depends. What's the crate start actually? I think that's a 200 wood start. Yeah, it looks like 200 wood. So I wonder if they're going to go early consulate or not. Knusch does. I do prefer early consulate in this matchup, to be honest. It's just, I feel like it's just way better, even if you do age up a little bit later. Pérez is going for the early shrine by the looks of it, because he's not gathering 60 wood off of that. So Pérez is going to go for the sort of somewhat aggressive Jap opening. Knusch coming across 90 food, this is huge. And Pérez going 70 food. So this 90 food is going to offset the somewhat of the 100 wood he's got to chop. Is it though? Pérez coming for the steal, and he does get it. That's going to piss off Knuschelbär probably. Probably just rocking back and forth in his chair, just raging. And he overgathered 22 wood as well. Why is he still chopping? Shipment sent. I suspect Pérez has got 3 boats soon on the way, and then Knusch will have Cami. He's still chopping with 3 vills. What the fuck? I realised, so he's over chopped 39 wood now. Just divine strikes immediately, all over the place. Damn son, 2 divine strikes, 3 divine strikes, 4 divine strikes. This is such a good treasure to pick up as Japan, really. It's just so easy. It's just so quick as well. So even if it's like a 6 guardian treasure, it's just so hard to actually steal it sometimes. Like, he took that within like 10 seconds. 6 guardians, it's just ridiculous. So now Pérez is up 90 food and a vill, so Knusch is just going to feel quite far behind. He did get 70 wood though, to be fair. And he almost built the shrine before Heavenly Cami came in, but he waited for it, so now he's building it now. Pérez is at 16 population, so he has gone for the 3 boats. And he is aging already with 2 vills on the Wonder, and Knusch is only at 400 food. So maybe this is why Pérez favours the... he's not getting the 60 wood though. I love how everyone like leaves crates on the floor to like age fast and stuff, but then they forget about it for like a whole minute. And then they just delay their shrine booming. like, you might as well just get all of it. So Shrine pops, Knusch's up 1. Looks like Pérez is just going to go for the Consulate now. And in this sort of situation, Shrine Pop is not really relevant for Pérez because he's going to be booming with other options other than Shrine booming. So he's going to have like probably quicker market upgrades. He's going to have like 3 boats here. And of course, he's going to have the tempo advantage because he's going to get out units earlier. So he's going to get like XP from killing Knusch's shrines and get the 4 shipments earlier that way as well. Or probably at the same time, because building shrines gives a lot of XP as well. I wonder if Knusch has scouted what Pérez is doing. He's probably, if he has done the smart thing, he's probably clicked on the shrine and see what Pérez has done. So Knuschelbär's getting, well, it's hard to tell actually, because he's gathering 0.47 wood per second with this shrine. And this one has livestock on it. But what I was going to say is that they have like different deviations in like resource gathering, because obviously Kami increases it by like 0.05, but with this livestock animal on it, it does throw it off a little bit. And Pérez, does he have another shrine on the map? No, it's just the big shrine. So he's just got this one, and the TC for population right now. Knusch still not aged up, and Pérez has been going to get his colonial shipment before Knusch even hits up probably. Units in queue, I suspect Clubman.
Hi.
And Knusch has done a smart job in placing his shrines. He's put them on his side of the map, where he can defend them much easier. 4 clubs have come out. Not sure why he didn't get 5. I guess because he aged so fast and he has the 3 boats instead of the 2 vills, and these don't get that export. So he has probably less export than normal. He's only got the 60 export now. So it's just aging up sort of has 1 less club. Aging up this early has 1 less clubman, and obviously 3 boats. Barracks upon age up, which is probably the right call. I wonder if he's gonna stop allying with Portuguese so he can get some clubman out of his own. So he's getting the fishing boats instead, and I wonder if he's gonna cancel the allies after that and go Jap consulate. But we'll have to see. I wonder if they've got fumes in deck as well. Knusch does. I suspect Pérez does as well. Oh, he does not. So he shipped 3 boats from the consulate. Eco population slightly in favour of Knuschelbär, but obviously Pérez has favoured that in more units early. Native Scout does get found by the Explorer. Yumis do come out for Knuschelbär. 4 vills first, much faster than Knusch. You can see it in the scores actually, the age up time difference. Ah, nice Divine Strike. So he one-shots that Yumi. Quite lucky actually. I think that many units is not enough to one-shot the Yumi without a Divine Strike. Yeah, it's just like 1 hit off. So he killed 1 shrine, but he lost the club and a Yumi. So that was a somewhat good trade for Knuschelbär. 3 sheep does get saved, and they're getting tasked on the big shrine. He has got more Yumis. Knuschelbär does now with that 2nd batch. I think the 3rd one is crossing the map now. So this is probably why the defensive playstyle works better unless you build your barracks forward, which he should have done actually. Hero does go down, but he does lose a Yumi and a half for that. But that's probably worth it actually, because now he's got to build it with this 2nd hero. Knusch is very mismacroed actually, not enough vills on wood. He is getting the first food upgrade now, but like literally like 8 of these vills should be on wood right now. He hasn't got enough shrines to just solely rely on wood income from shrines basically. He's going to come and try and deny these clubs. But honestly, like, Pérez is aging right now. And he's also got a similar shrine pop, despite doing that less greedy build and not going Kami. And Knusch going double 4 vills. I just prefer this sort of play from. I Oh, it looks like he might be adding Nagis. Using Q. 5 Nagis are in Q. I was wondering if he would actually go Nagis or if he was going to age up. But I like the 5 Nagis as well. Like 5 Nagis is just going to control the entire map basically, because Knusch either is going to push out and get caught, or he's going to see the Nagis and just stay in his space until he gets some Ashigaros out. He is queuing some Ashigaros now. So maybe he's anticipating this 5 Nagi switch, which is a good decision. Adding these Ashes. Text being researched. Nothing being researched. I thought he may have been cancelling this. So Ecopop still in favour of Knuschelbär, but barely. This XP treasure is going to be nice for Pérez. Probably going to follow up with 600 coin again and probably try and age behind that. But yeah, he's keeping his Nagis hidden. Oh, he's shipped a Daimyo. Okay. So he ships a Daimyo, trains 4 Nagis, Mutes and Q, Yumis. So he's just going a full Yumi Nagi composition, and Knuschelbär's going Yumi Ashi. Second barracks coming down, so he's clearly doesn't know the. He doesn't know how many Nagis are out at the moment, unless he's going double racks Ashi. But yeah, Pérez is just so far ahead in military right now. 10 Ashis are out. I wonder if the Daimyo is coming now. 600 coin coming down. Looks like he's going to try and age, but I think Minutemen are coming out. Yeah, there we go, Minutemen. 10 Ashis. These Nagis are being hidden, so you might actually think Pérez is aging and try and take this engagement, and then these 10 Nagis are going to come in and could actually spell disaster for Knuschelbär. And he is going back now. I wonder if he's going to cancel these Yumis and just queue Ashis. He's got 10 Ashis in queue right immediately. Yeah, he's got to do some really nice micro to kill all these Nagis off and bring the Yumis into like the Cherry Orchards, the classic Yumi Cherry Orchard composition that seems to rape any other composition. Yeah, here we go, Vil punching, TC fight. There should be Vils in this TC. 10 Ashes should be popping at any moment. But honestly, he wants Yumis now, not Ashes. Knusch has so many resources stacked. He just didn't expect this 10 Nagi push. But this Daimyo is going to go down, I think. The TC should be on it. The TC didn't focus it. The Minutemen are kill it. No. Okay. That's so unlucky. 6 HP. But yeah, now Pérez is just going to age behind this. He's going to have to ship Cherry Orchard soon. No, I guess like 3 boats on the sea this entire time is actually quite efficient. Knusch is actually okay on cherries as well. So he ships a oh, this is a great Daimyo pop actually. But he needs to start gathering for the age up ASAP. But yeah, he's just got the snare now. Actually, they're upgraded. Shrine pops. Pérez is ahead. And ahead of Nico. But now Knusch can use this advantage to kill a few shrines. He's still got 1 hero up, so he can actually start reshrining. Where's his other hero actually? Can't see it. It's not okay. But he's got both heroes alive, so he can start reshrining quite quickly with the spare wood he's got. And he is doing so. He's going to kill some Pérez shrines in the meantime. And he's adding more Ashigaros, so he's got 10 more. But he is also gathering for the age up as well. And Pérez is starting to rule. He's only got 5 Nagis now. And he's going to age up with 6 Yumis. Obviously, he's got 5 here. But this timing push from Knuschelbär is actually going to be quite scary. He's also aging himself, so he's not fully committed to this timing push. And the 2 Fumes, it might be a bit of an overreaction to these 3 boats, but I would have favoured like Ashigara or Yumi Archer attack, I think. Like killing 3 fishing boats isn't actually that big of a deal at this point in time. I think he's just going to kill the barracks and just go back because he's aging right now. And to be honest, this Yumi Mats is actually quite large now, and he's taking veteran, and he's got the pavilion passive bonus working for him. So Yumi actually have 24 more attack. Vestiro's coming out as well. That's actually quite a nice adaptation. Normally I would have just gone Japan like the moment I aged, or like whilst I was clicking up to age 3. There's a Vil here. And go on Jap Constant and start getting clubs out and sieging this. But honestly, these bows are also alright as well. So Vet Yumis, Vet Nagis, drag boxing with 2 clubs. So Knuscha's aging now, so this is Pérez's timing window to actually... I wonder if he's going to ship 5 Nagis forward. Okay, ships 9 Yumis, okay. I would have shipped probably Nagis and tech Nagis to veteran, so we can just snare this army. He needs to punish this age up, because he must know he's aging now, otherwise he wouldn't be retreating. Or he would, but he just wouldn't have the army to deal with this right now. But yeah, I wonder if he's going to switch this to HP as well. I'm not sure. He needs to keep moving though, otherwise he's going to get cut off. 10 more Ashies being added. He's aging up the pavilion as well, so 6 Yumis are going to come out. And I think he's just going to go Vet Ashi, Vet Yumi. And he's just taking the wrong path here. He's going to get so many free shots on his Yumis. Like, 1 volley kills 3 Yumis. I don't like that. I mean, it's a good idea to get his cav on the front, but he doesn't want his cav on the front at this point. They're just going to get sniped in this choke with so much infantry here. Like, once he gets his veteran techs, he should be getting them the moment he clicked up, but he's not getting them. Like, he should literally just buy wood, get veteran techs. He's getting vet Yumis right now. And he should be getting vet Ashies as well, but he's not doing so. And this cherry orchard's low, so he's going to have to ship cherry orchards. Like, these 2 fumes is just not very... He didn't even kill the 3 boats. Like, those 2 fumes should have been cherry orchards, which Pérez now has shipped, and he didn't make the mistake of shipping them to the daimyo, which was good. This daimyo is so low now. The thing is, Knusch has to ship cherries here. Oh, but he ships arrows, okay. So his shrines must be on food, or might be on food shortly. But yeah, that was a nice trade for Knuschelbär. He lost 1 barracks. Is he getting vet Ashies? No, he's not. 5 Ashi are on the way in trading. So Pérez still sticking to his guns with the Yumi Nagi composition. Vet Nagis has come in now. He's still on ranged attack. I would favour HP now because they're both 10%, and obviously HP on both these units is better than just attack on 1 unit. But this army looks quite scary from Knuschelbär. His shrine pop's quite low, but Pérez isn't that much higher. But Pérez has these clubs sieging these shrines whenever he can, and Knusch is just not wiping out Pérez's shrines at all. But yeah, vet Ashies are coming in now. He is housed. He's dropping shrines in base. Shrines are going to be put onto food shortly, I hope, because he's not on cherries anymore. Another shrine going down. He's just throwing down shrines anywhere now. These 2 fumes. He's denying. He should shrine up here. Like, there's no way Pérez can actually counter like 2 shrines up there. Also should send 5 Ashies here. Probably a couple of clubs here. Or well, 5 Ashies there, I guess. Because he's still on pot consulate. I wonder if he's going to get pavilion text for the Ashigaras as well. But honestly, I feel like Yumi Ashigara is just better than Nagi Yumi, I think. Oh, there's a whole bunch of random crap going down. So there's a couple of shrines, castle going down. Nagi HP is probably going to be the turning point. I wonder what Knusch is going to ship after cherry orchards. He's still housed, by the way. He needs to get some shrines down. But honestly, this big infantry ball is just going to do quite well versus like the Nagis and Yumis and stuff, especially with the daimyo still up. Daimyo's he's been picked off though. Flaming arrows on the Yumis. he's doing a nice job protecting the flaming arrows, and the flaming arrows are just getting really nice volleys. These are like the best flaming arrow volleys I've ever seen in my life. But even the Ashigaros are getting ill on it, and just look at the amount of Yumis just dying in that one volley. This castle going to add in some DPS on the cavalry as well. But yeah, that was another good trade for Knuschelbär. He hasn't shipped a shipment for a while. What's going on? Like, he should have these 2 cherry orchards. Like, look how far he's into this next shipment. Like, he should have had them for like 30 seconds ago. But he's just been having shrines on food all this time, and just the 3 boats on food as well. This raid's gonna be nice, but honestly, it's quite hard to escape this position. But he is gonna pick off. There's a couple of low HP vills here as well. But what you should do when you run out of food on cherry orchards is either one, make flaming arrows, or 2, get some ashy upgrades from the pavilion as well. And he does pick off all of those vills. 5 more Naggies is a bit excessive. Like, if he sends like 10 ash, well, 5 ashies probably get cleaned by those. But if he sent like more, he could have cut them off here, for example. But it's just mistimed, I guess. I wonder if he's going to fight that. Here he is. Knusch is just... what's he doing? Where the bow being shipped by Pérez. 3 petards. Is he going to get the wonder? I don't think they one-shot the wonder, did they? 3,200. 4,000. He needs 200 more damage on this wonder to kill it. Is it in range? No. Fuck. But this is what, like, 3 petards is just not enough to kill a wonder, which is just so annoying. There should just give them like 75 more attack each or something. Just so they can one-shot wonders from that poor consulate tech. But this is a lot of flaming arrows, and this was a good adaptation for when he ran out of food for such a long time. And he does have flintlock as well, so his Ashigaros. This is a good composition actually. Like, if he just goes like pure Ashigaro now and has these 7 flaming arrows, this is going to be quite hard for Pérez to deal with. And the fumes are actually coming onto the might actually be used for once this game. Why is this not attacking? He saw that, surely. Oh. Kills a Minuteman. 5 Naggies. What? Why has he got Naggies? Should have went Ashy upgrade. Like, Pérez is just getting away with these carded stuff, and Knusch has just been sending units mostly. But yeah, I think he's going to try and finish off the wonder. Pérez is repairing it right now, but it's still like half HP, so Knusch can still get some damage on. Repair is cancelled. And honestly, it's going to be very hard to push onto this position with the 3 boats there as well. Yumis are poking because he can get away with it. And look at the amount of Yumis just dying to these flaming arrows, just absolutely mental. Pérez is going for raid, which is probably a good idea. He's going to try and catch any flaming arrows coming out, but I don't think Knusch will train anymore. Is he going to lose those vills? I wonder if Knusch will notice. Yeah, he does. Big shrine goes down. Second TC is up. I don't know how that was up for. How long that was up for. Probably just a short while, because he probably put 8 vills on it. Pavilion is under fire now, and this huge Yumi mass is just going to get rained upon by flaming arrows. And wow, so these 5 Naggies actually going to come in clutch with the snare. Ashigo is upgraded as well with the flintlock, and obviously vet upgrade. So these 5 Naggies actually net like a few Naggies killed as well, just by having snare there. So these 2 Funes are actually finally coming into play like 10 minutes later. But honestly, these are the reasons why Pérez can't actually go on to this position. So hopefully with the added damage of added XP from killing all this stuff, Knusch will start shipping upgrades for his Ashigaros. 2 flaming arrows coming out. I forgot Pérez still has his daimyo as well, so that's still good for him. Is he training more? He is training more. 2 flaming arrows are picked off. Nice micro by Knusch, splitting them up. His reinforcements are getting picked off by the Nagis. Pérez is doing that. Good job of doing that. But his Ashy count is just starting to dwindle here. So is the Yumi mass though. But this is where flaming arrows start becoming really good, because you can actually just shoot and run. You can sort of hit and run with them, and you can't really do that with falconets because they're just too slow. You can just kite back to the boats, and he's just getting sick volleys onto these Yumis. Like, I've never seen Yumis die to flaming arrows like this hard before. And he's just training so many Ashigaros just coming across the map. Like, this is 12, 4 idle here, more Ashigaros. I hope he ships the Ashi card now. And the pavilion is going to go down this volley as well. Oh, maybe not. He's trying desperately to save it. Honestly, I'd probably just keep 1 flaming arrow on the pavilion. But yeah, that works too. So now he's up 2 wonders. His Ashigaru his Yumi's way lower in attack. And he does the nice split again to kill 2 flaming arrows instantly. Ashigaru's probably just beat Yumi at this point. And the boats are going to come into play once again. But yeah, Knusch is just taking really, really good trades here. Like, but Ashi probably beat Yumi now after the pavilion's gone. Like, Knusch could probably just run in there and just kill all those Yumis, especially with that flaming arrow still left alive. Oh, imagine if he scouts that as well. But yeah, this is really well played by Knusch. He's got 2 shipments stacked. But yeah, that was just... Knusch got behind early on, but then he came back with like a flaming arrow Ashigaru composition and just did really well there. He even lost like a whole bunch of vills as well, I think. Yeah, so he lost like 5 in that push, 5 more in that push. And yeah. Pérez was ahead in Shrine Pop for a long time as well, just for like for the mid portion of that game. And he did actually outgather by like 2,000 resources in a mirror, but Knusch just made more efficiency of those resources. But he almost threw the game as well by shipping these as well. But they came into play much later on, and they did a lot of work actually. They stopped like 20 Nagis going in on them because the warships would just do so much damage. But yeah, pretty well played overall. Pérez played quite well in the early game, but then he just misplayed later on. And you've lost connection to ESO. So now the score is, I forgot to change the score, but the score is now 3-2 to Pérez. And Knusch does pick Dutch. I don't even know the map. What is the map after Hudson actually? I don't even know. I think it's Manchac, or is that the last map? Okay, so Knusch picks Dutch. This is a very good Dutch map. Low resources, a decent amount of resources in base, but once you get out of base, they're quite far out. But obviously Dutch can just stay in base for a long period of time. My voice is getting ruined. And problem with first picking Dutch here is just they're so susceptible to counter picks, really. I can't even say that word properly. So I think I don't know what Pérez has used so far. So he's used Aztecs. What else has he used? I think he used Russia. So he's used Aztecs and Russia actually, which are two pretty good counters to Dutch, especially on this type of map as well. But what he can also do is he can counterpick with France, he can counterpick with Germans. He's already used Spain actually, so Spain, Russia and Aztecs are like really good counters to Dutch, and this is actually probably a good smart pick from Knusch actually, because he knows like three of Pérez's main cibs are gone, all of which are good counter cibs to Dutch, and Pérez probably hasn't like hasn't actually hasn't felt the need to learn any more counter cibs to Dutch maybe. And that's probably why he's going for the mirror. Because if you think about it, like, who would want to pick Dutch versus someone who mains Russia, Aztec, and Spain? Like, you would feel like you don't need any more counter cibs to Dutch if you learned all those three cibs anyway. Alright, good luck. So now we've got one of the most interesting matchups in the game. We call Dutch Mirror. And I can't wait who's going to make the most skirmishes. Maybe we'll see some sort of cannon cheese or Stradiot cheese, anything like that. Any industrial plays, I know Knusch likes his industrials. Any sort of cav pike openings. Got an underrate cav pike. Okay, I'm just checking the map in the meantime. Mine hunt, mine hunt, mine hunt, mine. So in the northwest of the map we have Pérez playing Dutch in the colour blue. It is a wood start. I wonder if they'll do his the well-known Wicked Cossack marker opening, and he does. He did get a 35 wood and a 20 coin, so that probably he's almost got all the wood for marking hunting dogs and the house as well. So there's no reason not to go market. Knusch also goes market, and he's chopping a lot of wood now. He's just got a chop, I think, yeah, just 25 wood. He's also got hunting dogs as well. Pérez he got it much earlier than Pérez actually, despite the wood treasure and the coin treasure. Knusch getting 100 XP. Oh, this is interesting. So he doesn't get there in time, but will he actually get the snare off? Does he mean to say? Oh no, it is actually aren't. Okay, I thought he mistyped. Is A even close to C? No. Okay. Would have been funny if he did type that. I mean, no, it would have been very rude and very disrespectful. So 100 XP going to Knusch. He's almost got a shipment already, which is huge. You can overpop with it as well. So he's got it now. Shipment. Oh, he has queued that extra vill. He might cancel it. No, he's got the house already up. So he's going to ship this 3 vills now. And Pérez is going to ship it much later just because that 100 XP is so good. He stopped taking the 60 wood. I think he should have just stayed on it. What is Knusch doing? He knows he's lower HP. Envoy is there. And I might be moving around the map too much with my mouse. It just might be because of the way I play. I just seem to go all over the place. So there's actually really good treasures on this map. So there's 80 food here, which Pérez is going to come across. I think he's going to start it actually because he knows he forced Knusch back. But Knusch is actually still nearby. Envoy will probably scout it as well. He does. Knusch is coming in as well. And Pérez actually hasn't seen Knusch here. So this is really annoying. They're just resetting at the most annoying times. I feel for him. But yeah, Envoy should actually just be there just in case Knusch is actually taking it. Not taking it, getting ready to steal. And he is. And he does crack shot it, and he does get 80 food. And he's going to age, have resources to age while still got the villain queue. So he's also gathering for the bank right now. I wonder if he's going to get gang saw. No, okay. So he's also like 100 food up. Look at these deviations. He's 100 food up. He's aging up much quicker. Sorry, I haven't got shipments sent or all units. Text be researched. So he's up quite a lot of seconds up, earlier. And he has much more resources for the first bank compared to Pérez as well. And he is going to get away, seems like. Envoy should come in just to scare him off, I think. Oh no, Pérez's Envoy is here as well. I wonder if it's worth garrisoning here. Yeah, he is. He should have done that much earlier though, when the HPs were quite similar. Yeah, okay. Knusch is ahead in the Explorer HP now. So he needs to ungarrison. His macro is actually pretty good despite garrisoning. Hero does go down. Now he's just going to kill off the Envoy maybe? Wow, this 95 wood's so close to Knusch's base. He should kill off the Envoy. Just so he doesn't revive his hero and try and take it. He should kill the Envoy before he ages up. Knusch should realise this. Because then you'd have to send like a Vil or something over, but you wouldn't actually do that. You'd probably just send the Hussars that you trained to get him. So he's going to kill this Envoy really fast, and he doesn't get it in time. So Pérez actually has the opportunity to try and contest this, actually. Like, Knusch is lower HP, so if Pérez just keeps kiting this, the Envoy won't actually get any hits off. So, judging by population, it's either 700 wood or bank wagon. No 3 Huss or 8 pike cheeses coming out, anything like that. Don't expect that, because it's not very good. But, knowing Knuschelbär will be 700 wood, he's known for being quite a greedy player. And looking at Pérez, he hasn't dropped a stable anything, so it looks like he's going 700 wood as well. And it looks like, oops, sorry about that. Looks like Knusch is going to get this 95 woods, although Pérez is going right back over there. No, he's just stopping here. Going to go for that 30 food, or 40 food, whatever it is. Second bank's coming down. Knusch's second bank is already up. Almost got res for third bank. Pérez is just a little bit behind. And this is just due to the fact to the 100 XP and the 80 foods. Knusch is just slightly ahead on the bank progression. So third bank already going down for Knusch. Pérez dropping a stable before even getting the third bank. There's the third bank now. Fourth bank coming down. Pérez still hasn't got that bank wagon yet either. And he's also dropping a stable. Okay. And Knusch is getting this 95 wood, so that's going to allow him to get probably steel traps. Why can't I think of the word? Yeah, he's going to get steel traps with that as well, most likely. And it seems like Knusch might be going for 700 coin next. The steel trap's coming in. He's got the resources for it. And he's also got the 2 houses to start training Huss. Units in queue. They both do have hussars in queue. Placer mines instead of steel traps. He did just buy wood as well, so it looks like he's going to try and put some more vills on coin and get steel traps as well. And Pérez's market upgrades is still hunting dogs, because obviously he didn't get the 95 wood. 600 wood comes in for Knusch. I suspect he'll drop a 5th bank with that, and probably 700 coin and follow up with an age up after these 5 hussars. So he's got 5 huss in queue. Resources almost for a 5th bank and steel traps. So I suspect steel traps and the 5th bank will be dropped any moment now. And Pérez is training a 2nd batch of hussars and not going for the 5th bank, it seems like. Still any hunting dogs. Steel traps should have been in a mile ago, ages ago. And Knusch, they're both just picking up treasures with their hussars because they know they can't take the fight. Because obviously 5 versus 5 is going to be close, especially with these gnats and stuff. It's just going to swing it randomly. Tomahawk's obviously just better versus cavalry. Knusch trying to herd this one. Pérez not doing so yet. He's going to be out of hunts shortly. Barracks coming down. So Knusch is just going to age up a little bit later by the looks of the macro. But he's also going to be up 1 more bank. So I'd probably favour Knuschelbär's position here. He's also got more wood stacked. I think he should have got steel traps a while ago because I think he could be up by now. Just with more food income and just some bills on coin. But yeah, both have got... Actually, no, Knusch has a shipment ready. Pérez aging a little bit faster. But he will have a shipment upon age up. And he's also immediately training skirmishers. So that's one good thing about having this barracks up early. Knusch can easily just drop 2 barracks with the resources he's got. He is aging. None of them are queuing any hussars, actually. I thought there would be maybe like a hussar cheese, like early hussar, ship 4 huss. Train 5 huss, get vet on the way of moving across the map. But yeah, this has been like a very thrilling, exciting game so far. 9 minutes 10. And much action has happened. Knusch has aged 2 Raxes going down. No, just 1. So Knusch is just up slightly later, just a few seconds, but he's also got that 5th bank. Pérez has steel traps and placer mines. Knusch just still has hunting dogs. Cherokee is going to scout. Same with the hero, just to see Pérez's composition. So it is just Skirm Reuter from both of them, and the 5 hussars from H2. 1k wood from Pérez, 1k wood from Knusch as well, judging by population and of course how this game is going. But yeah, Knusch is just ahead by 10 points in the mirror. And he is getting a war dog as well. He's just getting any small advantage he can whilst there's a downtime, basically. Well, I say every advantage. He hasn't got steel traps, but his hunts aren't actually that great, so maybe it's not even worth getting it anymore. 2nd barracks coming down, 5th bank coming down for Pérez, like 3 minutes later than Knusch's. All units. 15 skirms and 5 huss for Pérez, 10 skirms and 10 Reuters, and 10 Reuters for Pérez as well. 1,000 food, wow. Probably a good idea because he's just run out of food, and obviously this matchup's all about being as greedy as possible with like the upgrades and massing and stuff. Also, maybe not. He's actually just going to go industrial, judging by his resource banked. I feel like staying H3 would be safer, and he's also going for a raid whilst Oh, good catch though. Really good catch. That was a really good trade. So basically 5 Reuters and 1 Hussar for nothing. 5 Reuters and 2 Hussar. 5 Reuters and 3 Hussar for 1 Reuter. Just killing 3 Hussars all over the place. Bill going down, another Huss going down. So they're just trading Hussars for Reuters now. But Knusch just should just run now. I don't know why he's fighting this. But it's also buying time, so that's one good thing for Knusch. And he's also stacking a lot of coin. So he might be going for like a church card maybe? He's also sent a shipment. And he did just kill a bunch of Hussars, but he has almost got a shipment now, so probably is just saving it for industrial. Church is coming down. But then again, he was a shipment ahead, wasn't he? Yeah, he's like almost a shipment ahead, so that might be. And he got a lot of XP from that fight, so I think he's shipping church card now, and is saving a shipment for industrial. I could be wrong, but I think he has got church card on the way. But he needs to be careful though. Where are these wheels going? This pathing sucks. He didn't lose a Vil though, so that's alright for him. But he is being forced off of gold, just short of a sort of gold. Knuschelbär's deck has got 17 Reuters and 2 heavy cannons. Church is being sieged down. This might actually scare Pérez off actually. But now he can't gather the 1k coin. I suspect heavy cannons is on the way. More Reuters being added. Hero can use his crack shot. And now Knusch is just doing the smart thing of just trying to cut off any reinforcements coming across the map. 10 Halbs coming down. I don't know why. But yeah, he's just doing his best to like find any reinforcement batches and just pick them off before they come across. Minutemen being called. Knusch just buying so much time with Minutemen and just these units out on the map that Pérez is kind of like not forced to retreat, but is just retreating. Probably would be worth just staying under the TC and just pick off the heavy cannons with Reuters and melee, but well, you probably wouldn't even kill them because heavy cannons are just so good. Probably killed 1. Yeah, so he scouts the Halbs. Don't know why he has gone Halbs, but it is what it is. And he did manage to gather up that 1k coin. So, I wonder... Text completed. He did... Wow. Jesus, that is greedy. So he got the XP text. So he's probably sending a factory now and will send another factory. Or maybe he's going 17 Reuters and then just use that buffer to then get the factories out. Because he is going quite aggressive now. So I suspect it is Reuters. 17 Reuters on the way. Guard Skirm's coming out as well. Didn't think he would be able to afford that upgrade, but I guess with 5 banks he can. There's a lot of Reuters out here as well. So I don't know how Pérez is going to deal with this army. Like, Pérez is staying H2, at H3 even. He has got infantry combat, so his skirms aren't too different to Knusch's. They're like 18 HP lower and 2 less attack. But obviously Knusch is just sending much better shipments now. He's sending factories. Pérez is sending cavalry combat on like 20 Reuters, which is just not the unit you want anyway. Honestly, we'd rather send infantry cards at this point if you were to send upgrade cards. And you probably would send upgrade cards, I guess. But to be honest, you're just too far behind to like try and get a good trade with H3 units regardless. Unless you get Kolbs out and some cannons as well. Units in queue, 1 Kolb in queue. He has got res for 2 Kolbs and almost 3, so I suspect he'll get 3 Kolbs out. But he is surrounding this artillery foundry, and it's going to be very hard for these Kolbs to actually get out and kill the heavy cannons. He's kind of forced to like have his skirms poking so these Kolbs can actually get out, and they do. He does get them out, but at what cost? And nice dodge as well. That was a good turn back at the right time. Oh, Reuters coming back to snipe the low HP ones as well. And that was overall a really good trade for Knuschelbär. There was a lot of dead skirms there. But I think Pérez might actually come up on top. Just because he has more stuff from H3. But realistically, that's the sort of trade Knuschelbär wants. Because he's got like 2 factories, 17 Reuters, which is just such a beefy shipment. And now Pérez has got really exposed fields on this coin mine. I don't know why he's not going for that coin mine. Seems a bit odd. What are these factories on? They're on heavy cannons as well, by the looks of it. And I don't think Pérez will train any more heavy cannon culverins, just because he won't expect Knusch to put factories on heavy cannons. But it looks like he's going for this Reuter. Oh, he's going ranged cavalry calico before guard Reuters. I guess because guard Reuters is just so expensive at this point. His eco's pretty good, but it's on factories, so he's not really gathering just normal resources. But yeah, he's going for this Reuter heavy cannon composition, which is going to do quite well. Cavalry combat coming in for Knusch, which is also really good because he's going predominantly Reuters. Outpost going down somewhere down here on this mine and this hunt, which is a good decision as well, just being extra safe. Knusch seeing all these hunts and stuff. This house placement is really nice. And I wonder if Knusch is actually going to get guard Reuters at some point. So he is getting mass production for heavy cannons, so he's going to get these heavy cannons just pumping out quite quickly. He's also making sure his population's quite high, so he has enough population to pump these out. Pérez is actually training more culverins. Just judging by this Reuter mass, he probably thinks that Knusch is going to mix in heavy cannons or just horse guns or whatever. So this is a nice adaptation, nice nice anticipation. But yeah, it's weird. He tech guard skirms, but he made mostly Reuters. I thought he'd go for the guard Reuters if he does this sort of composition. But this is a good counter push actually. He knows he's going to lose these vills, so he's just going to go counter push down here with Reuters. By the looks of it, yeah. So, where's he going? So I think pretty much all these vills are dead. Like he sees a lot of vills going down. But he also got a lot of vills down here. Let's have a look at the units lost. Pérez just lost 2 more vills than Knusch so far this game. Oh, these heavy cannons are a bit exposed at the moment. Infantry attack coming in for Pérez. So his skirms are got the same attack as Knuschelbär's now, and if he does ship the HP, they will have the same stats. Oh, that'll be a good volley on this Reuters. But the thing is, 2 heavy cannons are here now, and then now what does he do? Like, these vills are safe, you can just move these towards the Reuters, zone off the skirms with the heavy cannons, and then just get a good trade on the Reuters, and the vills don't actually go down. Where are those culverins? Did I miss something, or where are they? I think I missed something. Anyone else see them? Because I don't. I swear I saw 2 oh, there they are. Okay. 2 culverins isn't enough to one-shot. But at least he's got something. Damn, these volleys are just juicy. Okay, so he trained the 3rd one. There we go. So, and if he gets H4 Reuters, which I think if he just pulled off these vills, got the wood upgrade, more vills onto wood, he'd just eventually have enough resources to get enough for guard Reuters, which would just probably do well versus all this stuff. Oh, even big volleys. Nice pullback on the cannons. He doesn't lose that one. Hero crack shots come in as well. He's trying to snipe the poles. He's going to get 2 of them. And it's just going to be enough, really. Both heavy cannons are still up, and the poles are going to go down as well. And even the heavy cannons do well versus Reuters, and these Reuters are just going to get absolutely decimated by these carded. He's got infantry combat now. 2 more heavy cannons join the fray. He's just going to lose all his Reuters to try and kill them, and he won't even kill them. And then it's just going to be guard skirms with infantry combat versus vet skirms with infantry combat, and yeah, it's just Knuschelbär's just way too far ahead. Now I forgot to set the score, so it's actually 3-3 at this point. So this has actually become, this is a nice comeback from Knuschelbär. I think it was like 2-0 down, and now he's 3-3. But yeah, I think this industrial age sort of, he went really greedy with his mercantilism, whatever it's called. So he just got like 3 shipments back. Look at the shipment; he's like 2 shipments ahead just because of that upgrade. And those 2 shipments are basically heavy heavy cannons. So yeah, and these skirms are just way better after this infantry combat came in. And of course he's got heavy cannons as well. Probably 2 more about to pop as well. And Knuschelbär gathering by 2k despite having 2 factories on heavy cannons this entire time. I think if you look at the all resources gathered, Knuschelbär's just slightly ahead just due to the earlier 5th bank. This is where like the 5th bank comes in. That's the 1k food, but this is like the 5th bank slightly ahead all game long. Callum. I need the caster to whisper ASMR so I can fall asleep. Okay, so Mendocino is the last map. And Knuschelbär's going Eero. Solid choice on this map. Also, Knuschelbär Eero is really good. It's beating Lord Raphael in the mirror and Kaiser and stuff. So, overall, it's pretty good. And I wonder what Pérez will use to counter pick it. So if you look at his home cities, yeah, none of the civs he plays really do well versus Eero, like Aztec, Russia, Spain, India. I reckon he might India though. I feel like he's good. I feel like that's his last civ. He could also go Japan, but I think Eero just beat Japan. We're on the 4 TP map at least. So I don't know. Excuse me. But yeah, this is turning out to be quite a long series. Very close. Quite unexpected, considering Knuschelbär's caliber. But Pérez has been sort of like a little bit of a rising star recently. Taking games off really good players. He's not as so noob as he used to be. So I'm just going to look at the civ Pérez plays. I don't think he plays Brit, China, sometimes India, sometimes Dutch. He could Dutch, but Dutch versus Eero on 40p is also bad. Aztecs, not very good, and he's also used it. He could Eero mirror, actually. I don't know if he plays Eero. Sick deck, bruv. I don't think he plays Eero. Oh, God. Could Otto. I don't know if he plays Otto, but to be honest, anyone with 5 APM and 1 brain cell could probably play Otto. And he does pick Otto. That's a good decision, probably. But I'm kind of surprised that Knusch hasn't picked Brits this series, considering it's like his best civ by far, and he hasn't picked China either. I'm surprised he went for stuff like Russia and French, because they're like, I consider his tier 2 civs, and his tier 1 civs are like China and China and Brit and Eero. To be honest, he plays most civs at quite high level. In fact, he probably plays all civs. In fact, I don't think there's a civ that he doesn't play. I've seen him play every civ quite well. Maybe Spain he doesn't play. I've seen him play Port, play German, play Sioux, play Jam, play Otto, play Aztecs as well. I guess Aztecs and Spain are the 2 civs he doesn't really play. So, Eero versus Otto on Mendocino. I'm going to use this downtime to check the map. So 2 hunts, 2 hunts, 3 hunts. That's sort of his 3rd hunt. Mine. So map is fair. Knusch immediately coming across set the treasure, which is pretty good for him. And obviously Otto is going to have 1 hero and he's going to build a TP, so Knusch could probably start that hero treasure immediately. I don't know what the crate start was, but judging by the wood banked, the TP and the house, it looks like it was a food start, because there's a lot of food in bank for Otto already. So I think it was a food. Knusch has probably got a lot of vills in queue as well. He's got 2 vills in queue and 300 food banks, so it was a food start. And he's going to get a Renegado and 100 food. So it was a good idea that he didn't start that treasure actually. Otto getting 70 food. But yeah, this is like a 2-in-1 for Eero. He gets a Renegado and 100 food. Renegado was nerfed, for those who don't know. He has 3 less range. I think that was it actually, just 3 less range, so you can actually crack shot him. Obviously he does have an animation, has a bit more range than a hero, but you can just move him back in time to like keep kiting the hero and just laying the shit out of him basically, so you can just kill heroes. But now he's lower HP, so you the sort of lower HP, lower range, so you can actually crack shot in range now. Knusch finding 135 XP, I wonder if he's going to get to go take that. Eero with an XP treasure is very scary, so this is going to be quite huge for him. Could even mean he fast ages, have 4 Kanya in his base at like 4 minutes 30, and just kind of nuke Otto, basically. It would mean he'd be committed to H2, but just slowing down Otto is just slowing down his Jan Abus death pool is just way better. Just picking off fills and just slowing it down entirely, basically. So he is going to get that. Otto is going to get a Tomahawk, which is going to be quite nice in like the early colonial defense. 95 wood, so he could actually get a second Renegado here, which would be like the lamest thing ever. And it would mean that Otto could no longer get more than 1 TP. And he probably has his convert ready. And he does. 2 Renegados is just going to be like so... And he does age up, and he did age up really fast, and he has got a shipment ready, and I think it's on the way. And Otto should be in position to like snare it, because these two Guardians, these two like units could actually do a lot of damage by snaring and attacking it. And he's going a native TP, so a native TP versus an Eero Warhut fast stage rush just doesn't seem like the best idea. Ooh, lag, oh no. So 2 Renegados, but literally, even if Otto aged faster and had like these clubbing out faster, these 2 Renegados will probably just, and the crack shot and the Eero Warchief could just kill the 5 of them before they even start sieging properly anyway. So it looks, units in queue. So he's not going for, yeah, that Tomahawk just got annihilated instantly. 40 damage is just so good. So Pérez is just saving his crack shots now, so he's just go. If he does take this treasure, he just probably just take it manually just to save the crack shot to kill these guys. 4 Kanya Horsemen in base at 405 almost, 410. Barracks is coming down, but it is going to get denied if Knusch sees it, and he doesn't yet so far. He should see it with the TC fire line of sight. It does attack. It does give a little bit of line of sight when it attacks, so he should see it, and he does. But it's too late now. I think he's going to kill the Bill. Ah, the barracks are still up. But yeah, Hero does go down. It was nicely focused by Pérez. Hero is going down as well. So these 2 Renegados are going to stay up for any Janissaries that pop out. 700 wood was shipped. I don't see the point of this native TP. He is pressuring Eero base a little bit. And Knusch does see it. He is pulling back that Vil. He's now going to siege that TP. He's coming back in with the Kanyas. I don't think Otto's going to get a very good batch here. It's just 2 Janissaries. Even the Renegados can kill these Janissaries very quickly. In fact, that's what Knusch should do. He is going to lose a house, which is quite big, actually. Use these Renegados as well. He is focusing the Jans with the Renegados, which is just absolutely nutty. Like these 2 free units just forcing these Jans back from defending the Vils. Oh, he'd send the Aena back, but now he should pick off the clubs before this house goes down. Now he's going to be housed, and yeah. This is a wacky game. So 5 Aenas coming in. I wonder if the clubs are just going to attack the Aenas. No, they're not. House is going down. Big crates is a good adaptation. He did slow down Otto a lot. I wonder if he killed any Vils. So he killed 1, I think, 2 Jans. And he killed the hero, 1 Tomahawk, 2 Kanyas. But obviously he had his entire eco build. This TP is going down. There's nothing Otto can do to stop that. Unless he somehow gets these clubs and Jans and more Jans out, but I doubt that. Plus these 5 Aenas are picking off these clubmen anyway. He doesn't even need to kite, I just fight it, to be honest. Aenas fire so fast anyway that they would just drop them. Kanya's idling, saving the hero. You're going to get the hero out of there. If he's smart, he'd focus the hero with the TC, but he's not doing so. TP does go down for Otto. He has still got this Nat TP trickled coming in, but it's just probably not enough as a shipment curve, probably. Otto with 0 TPs, it just feels quite bad, to be honest. 5 Aenas coming this way, I'm not sure why. I guess anticipating more clubmen, but I doubt any will come out. 5 more Aenas on the way. I think he's just going to go siege it. Yeah, probably a good decision. He can, so why not? Oh. But yeah, this is just going to be another bad trade for Pérez, really. Like, he got 5 clubs cleaned up for free before. He's lost 0 yenas, 1 yena, probably will lose 2 in total. And they're 200 food, basically. And these clubs are like 80 food, 85 food, 15 wood. Which is just way more expensive. Okay, so Hero does see the Jan Abus mass now. Just, well, I say mass, it's just 5 of each. But he does know he's going Jan Abus, so he can just go like Aena Kanye West. Always aging up as he's doing so, which is probably the right call, actually. But he's actually is it though? Because he's got slow age, doesn't he? I'm not sure how he's going to hold this. He's got to somehow crack shot the Abus. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't have started sieging this. Because if his army was here, then he wouldn't be able to push the War Hut. Yeah, Nat TP does go down, War Hut does go down. I wonder if he's going to keep pushing, and he does. More Abus on the way. I suspect 3 Hus should be on the way soon as well. Walls coming down, age up just queued. Wait. Yeah, okay. War Hut coming down as well. He's got to get these walls up ASAP. And then just TC fire the Abus guns, basically. And just use the AN at range to kill the Jans, but you just got to camp in your TC for a bit. I think Knusch should be fine. Is he going to lose a Vil? He is going to lose that one. He's going to lose 2 Vils. Crack shot on the Abus guns. That's a nice crack shot. That means you can just TC these quite quickly now. There's not actually that many Abus guns here, and the Jans aren't that scary, so if he can just keep TCing these Abus, there's 1 more low HP that can just be picked off, and he does so. 3 Hus, it wasn't 3 Hus, it was 600 coin, and 3 Hus would have been way better, I think. Hero is going to go down, but he will get revived with the age up anyway. War Hut will go down, I think. I wonder if he's going to call Big Button, actually. I think I would in his position, just call Big Button. And just pop him in the Janissaries and just snare. It does go down. TC5 should be on the Abus now. Yeah, the question is, Otto is still so all in, and Knusch is going to just rely on shipments and hold, probably. And these Abus guns are just getting picked off the TC. It doesn't matter if he loses these Ayenas. Eco Pop is similar, but obviously it's not enough Eco to, like, actually beat Hero's very strong shipments. Like 8 Forest Prowlers, 5 Cures, 6 Kanye Wests. Like, the Hero can just solo this army right now, honestly. Like, with the crack shot, and obviously 36 ranged attack is such an insane attack for a Hero unit as well. And that much HP. Yeah, and now how do you kill Forest Prowlers without a stable and only 3 Hus available to you? I think... What is he going to ship now, actually? He's getting Placer Mines now. He's getting a War Hut up. And I think he will get a stable up as well. This is nice, actually, having some Vils to hide a bit. But it looks like Pérez is going to age up, and he does have a shipment ready as well. So, potentially it could be like a Jan Falk sort of composition. And that could be quite hard for Hero to deal with such a low eco. Yeah. Pesky Clubman does get picked off. So this is actually quite a close game, I think. This all comes down to whether Hero can hold this Jan Falk timing. If it is going to be Falks, and to be honest, I reckon they can, because he's just not going to have enough cover for them. I think. But judging by his macro, he's going more Abascon heavy. Using Q. Yeah, he's going Abascons, which is just... It's not going to be enough versus Musket Riders and Forest Prowlers, to be honest. Like, having 20 Vils training Abascons is just not going to be enough. Like, he's getting 5 Prowlers out. And honestly, Prowlers beat Abas with, like, kiting and stuff. Especially with the rate of fire nerf and less range. And to be honest, Musket Riders do a good job at actually killing Abas as well, because they're high damage. One Forest Prowler in stealth. In Prowler mode. I don't know why he's being so aggressive though. 1k wood, okay. Now the aggression makes sense. This is a strange 1k wood. Hero is getting TC fired. Yeah, he is focusing the hero. Vil does go down. It looks like Otto's trying to get the TPs back, but it's just a mistake at this point, I think. He is dropping that TP. I guess just building a lot of TPs and then spamming shipments might be a good way to go, but it's probably going to be too late, honestly. I don't think he's going to TC, or if he should TC. Canoe shouldn't be so scared. There's only 5 Abascons that aren't upgraded. And these Forest Prowlers are basically like almost guard skirms already with the hero, the War Chief aura. Like 20 attack and 150 HP. So he goes 5 Musket Riders after 8 Forest Prowlers. I wonder if he's going to do the crates next or if he's going to do the 5 cures. He has sent a shipment already. And this coin stack doesn't make sense to actually just have cures on the way already now. So I think it's going to be like either the crates or maybe 6 Kanyas. Text being researched. Otto's just trying to get eco basically, and yeah, it is the crates, so he can just spam more stuff. I suspect Iro will get a trading post now. It might be a bit too late, but honestly, having a trading post would be nice to get the cures out earlier. Millet system, no. I don't know how you pronounce that. Oh, big raid though. And he's even getting a snare off with the Musket Riders. So that's 5 Vils going down. And Otto can't, that's like 30% of Otto's eco right there. You just can't afford to do that. This Forest Prowler and stealth is nice. Canoe should just mute those Abascons. I don't know why he's so scared. 5 Abas being shipped as well. Like, Forest Prowler's just beat this entire army. I guess he doesn't need to fight because he's just shipped crates and he is getting H3 Kanyas, by the way. He doesn't need to fight, I guess, because the longer this game goes, it's probably better for Iro, especially because Otto's on 20 Vils, and they will be for the next 10 minutes. But yeah, he's got Vet Abyss now. Knousch is getting the wood upgrade, so he might actually start transitioning into Kanye West soon or not, I don't know. This is a nice stealth Forest Prowler as well. He sees these Vils gathering, so it looks like Knousch is just rotating around to this side of the map and start poking at these Vils. He doesn't need to commit to an engagement yet, he just can keep poking at the eco for free. And I think 5 cures next shipment, and then he'll probably take the fight. Yeah, and as you can see, he's just going to... He's got some of them in melee still, accidentally. He does pick off the Forest Prowler, but at least he knows his army's still there, so he's not gonna be able to pick anything off. Some Kanye West's being added, so it makes me think he's gonna ship 6 instead of the 5 cures actually. Otherwise, I don't see the reason in teching them so early. Unless he's planning to do both. As in ship cures and make some more. Units in queue. Yeah, he's making them. But yeah, Otto's gonna have to ship cannons or Spahis or something. To be honest, versus this composition, I'd probably go cannons and just like put my infantry right on top of them and just pray I get a good fight. Knusch's just doing a nice job of just getting any little pickup he can, just going around the map being active. These stealth force prowlers are just really smart, just seeing exactly where the army is. He's gonna die, but he does see the army being moved over there. 6 Kanye Wests are shipped, and there they are. And honestly, this is just not enough Janissaries to actually kill this army, to block these cav, and then the rest of the army just nukes it, basically. So Otto needs to get the fuck out of there really quickly. And this nice counter push as well, forcing Otto to come back, idling all these vills. That's literally all his eco being idled right now, apart from a few vills on wood. 2 falconets, but they're being popped right into Knuschelbär's army. And it was just a mistake. He should have popped around the back of the TC and then bringing his infantry in. But this is just a huge waste of falconets. Like that was your shipment to get you in the game, basically, and you just unfortunately wasted them like that. Just sad, really. Like, what is it? Also, win condition from this point forth. I think he just used up his shipment. He isn't getting much XP from. He's getting some from the mosque. He's gonna kill this market for free. If he doesn't kill the market, he's still drawing the Otto army back, whilst he's just getting better stuff, basically. But I feel like Knusch is sort of like dragging this out, but it's just the safe way to win, basically. More stealth prowlers, just really smart play, to be honest. That's the problem with playing versus hero, especially as Otto as well. You've got to have your hero with your army the entire time. Because if your hero is dead, and like you think you can take the fight because it's just musket riders and Kanye Wests, and then you just pop like 30 stealth prowlers in the fight as well, and then you just nuke it. But yeah, this is just more vills going down. Otto's still at 20 vills. Poor Otto. But yeah, these vills are just not gathering at all. These abbots might get good volleys though, but honestly, forest prowlers. I hope infantry combat is on the way next. This hero needs to get out of the group though. He should be in a separate group to the infantry, because he's just getting easily sniped. But these abbots are getting good value, to be fair. And he might actually get a critical amount of abbot guns. 5 Kanye horsemen. I think with these 5 Kanye horsemen, he's just going to take the fight. And it looks like he's going. Knuschelbär can't wait too long, because otherwise, like, if he gets like 30, 40 abbots, obviously that's going to be a long ass time. But if he gets like 30 or 40 abbots, then honestly, it's going to be quite hard to deal with. So I don't know why Knusch is so hesitant. Like, Jans aren't that great in aren't that great anti-cav, as in they don't clear cav that fast. They have like low damage, but they also have high HP. But so if you just had like your cav tanking and your forest prowlers just sniping whatever musket riders on the abbot guns, then also can't really do much. But yeah, just look at the military unit population. It's just 106 to 61. But Knusch just playing it safe. Got dudes on the fire pit. He'll go attack dance. Probably pull these vills on the attack dance as well and just clean this. 3 Kanye West just got back from raiding. Probably just picked off this market, finished it off. And I wonder if he's going to go in now, and it looks like he will. I think the musket riders alone could beat this army, to be honest. I don't know why he's being so hesitant. It looks like he's going straight for the vills, and Pérez knows it. He's just pulling back all his vills on this coin mine, but I think Pérez just dropped a lot of coin unless he's been training a lot of units. So I think Mams could possibly be on the way. Unless he just used that coin for some Abyss guns that I missed. But I feel like he just dropped a lot of coin. Knusch just looks like he's just going to wait till 200 population, to be honest. But and yeah, Mamelukes are on the way. So this is actually quite a good Otto army. I mean, this is like the best army Otto could hope for at this time with this many vills. If I'm going to be honest. But honestly, yeah, this musket rider mass is just so large that it probably almost solos this army. That's without the rest of the forest prowlers and stuff. So Knusch just sent a shipment. This is what I'm wondering, if it's 5 cures or infantry combat. Okay. The hero is actually not that high HP. Zwei for her. TC going down. He's just chopping with every vill. Just rely on this strong army to like keep you in the game whilst he tries to catch up economically, but it's just not gonna be enough basically. And another forest prowler and stealth, just scouting this entire army. Hero is away. Not Hero Hero. Otto Hero is away from the fight, so he can't see stealth. He's just losing units like this. He killed one Abyss gun, but he just like lost the Kanya and he lost the musket rider. But he is going to go with the cures now. So I wonder why he didn't ship these earlier, to be honest. But I guess he just wants to play it safe, I guess, and just ship units that aren't mercs. But these Cav are really tanky, especially versus like a no goon Civ, because obviously they don't have a ranged multiplier Jan, so they only do 24 damage versus these Kanyas. But yeah, 30% range resist and almost 400 HP is just too much. Here come the Mams. Good flank, but Knusch. But yeah, he's just got too many forest prowlers and the rest just kind of just got too much of everything basically. And Hero's just going to crush this fight. All Jans in melee. The Cav are getting picked off. Knusch isn't doing the best job microing, but he doesn't really need to. Otto has no reinforcements coming. And Hero army is just really strong as it is anyway. Yeah, all Abyss guns going down, all Jans going down. And all the Pérez's builds are on wood. And yeah, that's it. 4-3. And yeah, that was a really good series, really close series. Pérez making a name for himself here, I think. I mean, he beat Optimus last round, but obviously Knusch is just a bit higher, of a higher caliber than Optimus. And taking 3 games and taking 3 games from Knuschelbär is actually really, really good. Quite surprising, actually. You wouldn't. I didn't expect this result. I don't know what other people did, but this is not the result I expected. So props to Pérez for putting up a really good fight and also looked quite dominant in like the early few games. And I'm losing my voice. So Knusch lost a lot of vills there. So that Pérez was so all in kind of because he had no stagecoach. He didn't have any TCs or anything. That was stage 2 though. He didn't have any mosque upgrades, didn't have stagecoach, didn't have a single, even just normal TP for XP. And then this was just him losing vills. Knusch just getting any small advantage he could. He lost the occasional unit, but honestly, keeping Otto like 20 vills all game is just worth it. Especially if you buy time with that stuff as well. But yeah.